forgive me for saying it so bluntly, we're actually doing not only ourselves a disservice, but actually the customer a disservice.
Forget all the before it. How do we get this to be a very profitable enterprise that we all want from? I don't know how long this can go on for. You know, being really, really open and honest. There's still an untapped amount of gold in YouTube. Those conversations have to be had. Otherwise, it's just stagnation. It's as if they've all been wiped. It's not safe or stable for more than 48 hours at the moment. Pretty good meeting. I deleted everything off my CRM. Absolutely everything. But basically start again.
This is my boss James, this is me, and this is the social media assistant platform we've built called Rupert. Now, we're on a mission to get Rupert to 1,000 users by the end of 2025. But enough talking, let's get into it. Good morning everybody, it is another Monday. I don't know if I still have to be filming these, I'm not sure if James is going to be taking over, but hey, I'm here for a Monday. But James was ready to film something himself from somewhere in France.
Good morning. It's a new week. I'm in France. Can't tell you the name of the town I'm actually in because I can't pronounce it. But Charles-les-Mozats, I think that's how you say it. Last week I didn't film anything because I was away. I was in Austria. Well, I was driving to Austria for a race.
Unfortunately, he had to withdraw, I think 29 hours in or something crazy. I'm sure he feels bad, but credit to him.
I failed miserably on that race. I thought I'd give myself a week off on doing this stuff. A bit of review as to where we are today. I'm being quite honest, it's not great. We're getting there. It's just not brilliant. Questions will need to be asked, and that's including myself, but there's some good stuff, but there's also too many errors and too many bad things happening, which is unfortunately impacting our commercials, which obviously can't continue forever. So I'm in France today. I'm going to be working on my laptop in the back of the van. I've already been on my laptop for a couple of hours this morning. A couple of free trials. I've actually come out with some feedback. All in all, not too bad. 8 hours of driving today.
So while James was travelling back from Austria, I was working away on the rest of this week's vlog.
Guess who's back? Back again. From a week away. I did sort of try and film yesterday when I was driving back and it failed miserably. Although the last few weeks have been some good, some bad, in reality it's not great at the minute. We just need a bit of a kick up the jacksie. We just need something to really spark us. Now, the new investors, we're just waiting for the contract to be sent across to me from their solicitors, which would be great, but really, we're in a position where, I don't know how long this can go on for. You know, being really, really open and honest. There's got to be a real change because we're losing money still, and I can't at the moment foresee that changing the way I'm doing it at the moment. So yeah, it's just bloody frustrating. So frustrating. So yeah, I'm supposed to be in Manchester today. I actually called Adam Herbert. I was supposed to have a couple of days meeting with them. I've cancelled it down. I'm home today. I'm going to catch up on all my emails. I have got a call with Nonsensical in half an hour. Hopefully I can get these guys on board, spending some money. But I'm still positive. But yeah, it's just a pain. So we do the Fake Marketer on a Wednesday. Although it's great, I love it, I've got to start thinking about, is it worth it? Because it doesn't commercially help me. What I've decided to do is look at putting that energy that Michael does towards actually learning more about YouTube, because there's still an untapped amount of gold in YouTube. So many people on there searching for types of content, for problems, although yes, people are still using AI, I get that, but actually watching the video in terms of how to do something, how-to videos still work a treat, because I still do it. We all do it. So we're going to get Michael to look at how he can learn more about YouTube and become a real sort of YouTube expert rather than just the editing side. I'm on with Ollie and his business partner Sam to run through TikTok.
Yeah, the autogen stuff feels really interesting. Ollie, I am actually not so sure how much time the team is spending on comments. I think this is one of the things they should be spending more time on. It's more of a value add, really.
It's a good insight piece for us to see what we're actually doing on a response basis, because you can't hide from the numbers here, can you?
We definitely want to try it, James, somewhere and just put it in action.
Once you've added some on, then after that 30 days, we'll then do a report for you and we'll send it across. An idea of the good, the bad, the ugly, where potentially you're missing stuff. If you can quantify and say, look, we've actually got you 27 or 50 or whatever many opportunities there are, as well as all the other amazing stuff you're doing. For me, that's something I wish I had personally, because I know, when I looked at it, the volume of comments of people asking where the product is, where can I get it, what the price is, and no one's bloody responding. The last 7 days, they've had 1,100, but 100 sales ops.
All of these comments with people asking you questions about how they do what they do, you're not touching it. A massive win. Like, just deal with your comments.
Every single one I've checked this morning, in settings, their website and tone of voice has disappeared. Days out with the kids, disappeared. Emma's diaries, disappeared. It's as if they've all been wiped. Even TGC, all theirs has gone as well.
I'll look into this one first and I'll raise this one.
I don't know what's gone on there.
No, me neither, but I want to ask them some questions on it, so let me raise this one, mate.
More bugs, more bugs, more bugs. So it's just another permission that needs to go in, but you know, what? 2nd of June that was flagged. It's 12th of August. Even the clients that we've got, they're going, why isn't this working? You know,
yeah.
The amount of bugs that were introduced the weekend, it wasn't regenerating comments, all the tags had disappeared.
Just constant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's honestly, mate, there's zero enjoyment.
They're just fixing stuff constantly.
It's not safe or stable for more than 40 hours at the moment.
So with James back, we met up in the office to talk content. So as James mentioned earlier, the plan is really to double down on YouTube for us. So I've been doing some research while James was away on everything to do with YouTube, optimizing thumbnails, titles, descriptions, intros, everything pretty much. So we spoke through what I'd found out and came up with a strategy to hopefully get more out of our YouTube channel. Some of the changes were already in place, some are still in the works. Our aim ultimately is to use YouTube to acquire more users for Rupert. So once we've done that, James had a meeting with the new investors to discuss where we are with Rupert right now.
And it was like, you know, it's good, you know, you've got some really good brands using it now. Yes, you're nowhere near the volume you need, but we'll get there. And I'm like, no, I get that, Nick. We just need this tech side sorted out so it's not affecting my day every day. The low level stuff, you know, the one-man bands, they'll come in time, yeah, when we're push out. What we need to focus on right now is the ones where there's multiple opportunities. You need to do what you're good at, not around with bugs with the team and just get doing what you do. My goal is forget all the before it. How do we get this to be a very profitable enterprise that we all win from? The odd really uncomfortable conversation, or actually do we need to pivot to this market, or whatever it may be, those conversations have to be had. Otherwise it's just stagnation.
Shall we get into it?
Absolutely. And
I'll tell you what I'm trying to get my head around at the moment. Who are we really speaking to? Is it the local coffee shop? Is it the social media director of Manchester United? Is it both? Is it neither?
You're absolutely right. At the moment, it's a very scattergun approach. I've tested a lot of different things because I wanted to find one that worked initially, and then we can just go after that. The email marketing we did with the AI guys didn't really work. We went down the agency route. One agency, 10 different accounts, had some amazing trials, amazing results. Agencies didn't give a shit. So again, tested that, went wrong. I think that's something that we could look at in the future, but we're not there yet.
Think about who we're really trying to go after.
Yeah.
Because if we have a one-size-fits-all approach, we're actually doing not only ourselves a disservice, but actually the customer a disservice, because actually we're not treating them in the right way.
Yeah, totally agree.
Purely on your videos, your leads are
Yeah.
They're not the right businesses, they don't have comments, they're either brand new startups, they're pre-startups, some of them. I think doing social media and email marketing is a really bad idea for you at the moment, because you're not bringing the right people in. Your technology is unreal, mate, and you're not doing enough to tell people about the why it exists and why it's going to help them so much. So a lot of it is at the moment, why did we build Rupert? Why do we quarantine things? Why do I try and identify sales opportunities? Forgive me for saying it so bluntly.
No.
Because you're too generic and not specific. When you're generic, what you're doing is you're presenting the data to somebody and saying, I gave you all the data, can you now interpret it to make the right decision, which is to buy from me?
Yeah.
What you actually want to do is you need to buy from me, and this is why. These are sectors that we should be targeting for high volume opportunities. Sports teams, media and entertainment, fashion retail, and food and beverage. If I take sports teams as an example, they have a 0.24% on average response rate on Facebook. They do on average 23 posts a week on Facebook. And what's their key pain point? Comment velocity, surges, toxicity, and hate speech.
Yeah.
When you have a match day and you've got 10,000 comments and no one can manage them for you, our platform is going to sort it all out for you. We need to go and identify the top 200 sports teams that we want to go and target. So we're talking football, but it could be rugby, Formula One, because they're based in this country, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a whole host of sectors that we want to go and target, and we then want to go and build specific content for what their pain points are. Let's get really specific on who we want to sell to, is what I'm saying, and why. Why do they need Rupert? What is Rupert going to do for them? And they're going to go, yes. Rupert, you're so critical about it. That's more than good enough. Now today, I could put that in front of Apple and they would buy it.
And what's amazing with what we're trying to sell here is that all of this is public information. If someone's not responding to their comment, or there's a sales opportunity there, here's 5,000 accounts. We scanned the last 30 days of comments. In the last 30 days, CEO or CFO, you've missed this many sales opportunities. I'm assuming your average order value is around £100. You're missing revenue of, or opportunities of X. Really good meeting. It's given me a strategy to work from, some ideas. Feel like I've got a little bit more direction, a lot of food for thought, new industries to go after. Interesting to what he said about the content side, so we'll discuss that with Michael. Really good meeting. Been a little positive, and yeah, we just now need to get on getting on. Hello. It's Thursday today. I'm sat on the sofa because I've had a little procedure this morning. I won't go into too much detail, but the procedure is I can't have kids anymore, or hopefully. Yeah, I'm in a bit of pain, so I'm just laying on the sofa while working. Just want to add that. Yesterday's call was brilliant, and it gave me the clarity I needed, which was, James, you know what you're fucking doing. Just stop wasting time with the nonsense that goes on, which he's absolutely right. So I've got a couple of jobs on my list of things to do, and one of them is to basically delete my CRM system, all the data on there. I'm not going to delete it, I'm going to put it into a separate file, but basically start again. Look at my ICPs that, again, we went through yesterday. We know who they are, so why are you wasting your time with some of these Facebook leads, which are never going to convert? And if they do convert, the lifetime value might not be as strong as someone who has a very high value item, high ticket value item, or someone that gets a vast amount of comments. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, that is what I'm doing literally right now. I'm on Pipedrive, my CRM I use. I'm just going through, just seeing which ones I need to keep. I'll hopefully be back on it tomorrow. I've got a couple of bugs that I'm still waiting for the guys to finish, and then hopefully the system will be ready to rock and roll. As always, I forgot to record anything that happened today. I'm just leaving the office now. It is 6:03 on Friday evening, and today I did some really cool. I did two things that I didn't think I'd be doing. When I get in the car, I'll tell you all about them. So, the first thing I did today, which I didn't think I'd be doing anytime soon, I deleted everything off Pipedrive, my CRM. Absolutely everything, apart from customers of Rupert, all people that I'm sort of waiting to convert. There's a few, but there's not 14,000 like I had originally in there. So I've taken them off just purely so they don't distract me from what I'm trying to do, which is get the right customers on Rupert. And obviously, after the conversation earlier this week, it's really made me go, oh, James, you know this, why aren't you doing it? So first of all, delete everything off the CRM. It's now got 0, apart from, again, the things I've just said and left on there. And then what I've also done is I've selected, I think it's about 50, 60 companies where I know they get high volume of traffic when it comes to comments. So I'm reaching out to their CEO, CFOs and CMOs, all with different messaging to say, actually from a CEO perspective, do you know that overall that you can be generating more revenue, but also safeguarding your brand across the comments? A CFO's perspective is you can be generating more revenue from your socials using the comment section. And actually, because you're investing in that channel anyway, surely it makes sense if you're putting a lot of resource, especially finance behind it, that you make the most of it. And then from a CMO perspective, it's highlighting the good work they're doing on social, but actually, did you know that this can be a bigger stream of revenue for you? So I've done the first 5 or 6 businesses. I think I just finished on Aviva. So again, you'll see that the types of businesses we're going after, they're a lot bigger. They can afford my new cost, which is going to be £500 a month on the 12-month contract. If I can get 100 of those by the end of the year, it means we'll be doing 600 grand worth of revenue, monthly recurring revenue, which is a really good start on where we are. So yeah, a few months to go, but I'm really happy with what I've done today. Although I sent the initial messages on LinkedIn to those types of contacts, I'll be following up an email and also be calling them as well. Obviously, the larger the business, the harder it is to get hold of them. You know, you're going to be going through to receptionists and through to gatekeepers, but again, there's ways and means of hopefully getting through those and actually speaking to the person we need to speak to. So all in all, not bad actually. Good week. I'm still in a bit of pain from my little op yesterday, but yeah, all in all, really happy with the new plan of action. Had some development problems the last 2 days. I've not talked about them much on here because I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's getting more and more frustrating with some of the bugs that are happening, and they're not massive bugs. The system is still working, so I need to remember that. But when it's the same bug time and time again, I have to say it's becoming really grating and quite irritating, but there's always solutions. All in all, decent week. And next week I'm going to be on the trail to get some of these brands on, demos sorted, and start the noob sales process, which I'm hoping works well. So there we go. I'm going to go home now and put my children to bed.